Hi everyone, welcome to SJ Infinity Max. Today we are going to solve question number 5 of exercise 1.2. The question number 5 of exercise 1.2 is quite easy and simple. It contains only two questions. One is based on tan inverse x and cot inverse x, and the second one is based on sec inverse x and cosec inverse x. So before starting the problem, we have to remember some basic things that are our trigonometric ratio table. We need to remember our trigonometric ratio table at least up to the value of 90 degrees and the formulae what we have derived in the previous class. Okay, first let us go through our trigonometric ratio table. So this is our trigonometric ratio table. In the first row, angles in degrees are given, that is 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. And in the second row, angles in radians are given, that is 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3 and pi by 2. And in the first column, you can see sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec are given in an order, and the corresponding values of all these trigonometric ratios are given in your table. Hope everyone know about trigonometric ratio table and also remember all the values of trigonometric ratio table. This is just to remind you the values of sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec, because we are going to use them in the coming problems. So take a glance of it. Now I will move on to the important formula and example. So now it's time for us to go through the important formulae. The formulae we derived in the previous video are sine inverse x 1 upon root 1 minus x square, cos inverse x minus 1 upon root 1 minus x square, tan inverse x 1 upon 1 plus x square, cot inverse x minus 1 upon 1 plus x square, sec inverse x 1 upon x root x square minus 1 for x greater than 1 and minus 1 upon x root of x square minus 1 for x less than minus 1. Similarly for cosec inverse x we have minus 1 upon x root of x square minus 1 for x greater than 1 and 1 upon x root of x square minus 1 for x less than minus 1. These are the formulae you need to remember for solving the problems. Here we have an example. This is given in your textbook. Once you understand this, you can easily solve question number 5 of exercise 1.2. See what the question says. Using derivative, prove that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. We need to use our derivative to prove this example. Whenever you add sine inverse x plus cos inverse x, it should give you pi by 2. That is, for some values of x, you will get pi by 2. But you need to derive it using the derivative. So let us see how to go about it. So the solution is, first we let the given function to be fx. That is, f of x is equal to sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. And take this as equation number 1. Now we have to prove that this f of x is equal to pi by 2. So now what we do? We differentiate 1 with respect to x because all the terms in the given function are in terms of x. Therefore, d by dx of f of x is equal to d by dx of sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. We take derivative on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. Therefore, d by dx of f of x is nothing but f dash of x, and we know that derivative of sine inverse x is 1 upon root 1 minus x square and plus derivative of cos inverse x. What is derivative of cos inverse x? Minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. Okay. So whenever plus is multiplied with minus, it gives you minus. So the resultant value is 0. This is positive, this one is negative. So this becomes 0. Therefore, f dash x equal to 0. That is, your derivative is 0. So in basics of differentiation, we studied derivative becomes 0 only your function is constant. That is, your function is considered as c, any constant. So we can easily say that f of x is a constant function. So we let f of x equal to c. We take some value for f of x, that is equal to c. Now, for convenience, we choose x equal to 0. This is only for our convenience. We are taking x equal to 0 to arrive at the required answer. Therefore, from 1, now we have to consider equation number 1. We get f of 0, in place of x we put 0, is equal to sine inverse of 0 plus cos inverse of 0. We know that sine inverse of 0 is 0. That is, for 0 degrees, sine value is 0. And cos inverse of 0 is pi by 2. That is, whenever cos is 90 degree, the answer is 0. So we have 0 plus pi by 2 equal to pi by 2. You can refer to the trigonometric table once again. So this implies, see, we have considered f of x equal to c. So when we put x equal to 0, it becomes f of 0 equal to c. Therefore, we got c as pi by 2. Therefore, f of x equal to pi by 2. Hence, what is our f of x? Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x, which is equal to pi by 2 is proved. Hope you understood how we proved this. First, we have to let the given function to be fx. Consider it as equation number 1. Now we have to write to prove that f of x equal to pi by 2. Then we differentiate. Then we find the value of c, that is constant. Then we arrive at our proof. So hope it is clear. So now we can solve question number 1 and 2 of exercise 1.2 easily. See, in question number 1, they have given tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. So we will be using tan inverse x formula, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square, and cot inverse x formula, that is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. And in question number 2, sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x, and they have given mod x is greater than equal to 1. See, we have two different formulae for sec inverse x and cosec inverse x. Whenever you take sec positive, take cosec negative. If you take sec negative, take cosec positive. You can choose any one combination in solving this problem. Both will give you the correct answer. So let us move on to the question number 5. Okay, so now let us solve the questions easily using the previous example. You need to remember the derivative of tan inverse x and derivative of cot inverse x. We know the derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square, and derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So what was our first step? First step was to let fx is equal to tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. This is your equation number 1. And the second point is to prove that f of x equal to pi by 2. Here also we need to prove fx equal to pi by 2, but based upon the values of tan and cot in the trigonometric table. So now the third step is to differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. Therefore, d by dx of fx is equal to d by dx of tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. Therefore, derivative of f of x is f dash x, which is equal to derivative of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square plus derivative of cot inverse x is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square, which is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square minus 1 upon 1 plus x square, which is equal to 0. Therefore, f dash of x equal to 0. What this implies? Fx is a constant function. Constant function. So therefore we let fx equal to c. Now here also for convenience we take x equal to 0. For convenience we choose x equal to 0. Therefore from 1 what we get? F of 0 equal to tan inverse of 0 plus cot inverse of 0. So whenever tan is 0, the answer is 0. So tan inverse of 0 becomes 0. And whenever cot is 90 degree, we get cot as 0. Therefore, cot inverse of 0 we get pi by 2. So 0 plus pi by 2 is pi by 2. Therefore, this implies our C is pi by 2. Therefore, fx equal to pi by 2. Hence, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2 is proved. Hope you got it. So the proof is very much similar to the previous example. Only you need to know when this value becomes 0 in your trigonometric table. Tan becomes 0 at 0 and cot becomes 0 at pi by 2. Just remember this. So now we can take a note of this question number 1 of exercise 1.2. Then we will move on to question number 2, that is sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equal to pi by 2. This is also very much similar to this question. A little change is there. I will tell you while solving the problem. So now let us solve question number 2 quickly. Question number 2 says sec inverse of x plus cosec inverse of x equal to pi by 2 for mod x greater than or equal to 1. Already I said you can use any one of the pairs from the formula table. Step number 1 is easy. We let fx equal to sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x. This is your equation number 1. And in the next step we do to prove that f of x equal to pi by 2. Then we differentiate 1 with respect to x. So we get d by dx of fx equal to d by dx of sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x. So derivative of fx is f dash x and derivative of sec inverse x is 1 upon x root x square minus 1 and derivative of cosec inverse x is minus 1 upon x root of x square minus 1. So now you are aware why this minus sign comes over here. So I am not showing with the plus sign. Okay, plus into minus is minus. So this becomes 0. Therefore, f dash of x equal to 0. All the other steps remain same. F of x is a constant function. So we let f of x equal to 0. So for convenience, see here for convenience we choose x equal to 1 instead of 0 because in the trigonometric table you can see we cannot find for any values of sec or cosec the answer becomes 0. So we take as 1. X equal to 1. Therefore from 1 we get, so in place of x put 1, sec inverse of 1 plus cosec inverse of 1. Okay, sec inverse of 1 is 0. Sec 0 will give you answer 1 and cosec pi by 2 will give you answer 1. So this is pi by 2 which is equal to pi by 2. This implies c equal to pi by 2. So all the other steps are similar and fx equal to pi by 2. Hence sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equal to pi by 2 is proved. Okay, so I hope you followed all the 3 problems I did today. Please practice it and keep watching my videos for more updates. And please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.